Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza, where I am playing Final Fantasy VI, my favorite game of all time, joined once again by the Akamura.
Who is watching him play Final Fantasy VI.
Yes. And we're going to get somewhere after the last episode. We pretty much got nowhere. The stupid freaking town of Zozo. I think we're going to get through this in one... Oh my god, I never saved right before entering this town, did I?
Oh god.
Well, now it's become high stakes. Damn, that was... I did nothing. I basically did nothing. I said, Blitz, go! And Sabin's all, what? But Final Fantasy VI has a very unique game over deal. If you lose, even though you're taken back to your previous save point, you pick up, you keep all your levels and abilities. You lose your items that you gained since the save, but you keep everything else, which is incredibly useful. So even if we do lose, it's not going to be that big of a deal. So at the very end of the last episode, as I closed it out, you may have seen that I was in this bread line of thieves. And that's where you get most of your hints about what the mysterious clock time is that we fixed in the middle of the last episode. Which is sort of a dick move, since it basically, you have to get really deep in the dungeon to figure out the solution of this puzzle that is at the very beginning of a dungeon. But since this is basically a town, it doesn't really matter. Since when you leave, like, after you're... Whoa. After you're successful, you're basically placed right at the beginning of the city, so it's not so hard to go get the item if you figured out the correct time. God damn it! Oh, the random battle rate is so high in this area. Oh well, useful for us having like... Whoa! That is a super crazy-ass rare item this early. But I don't want to... let's see, I'm not... Yeah, let's do it. She's not really using her... She's not really getting hit with status elements anyway. So, I just picked up Dragoon Boots, which is a relic that changes the fight command into a jump command. So not only does it do a lot of damage on impact, but while she's in the air, she can't be affected, she can't be hit, she can't be healed, nothing. Check it out. Go jump, lady. Bye, Celeste. And now she'll come down in a bit and beat the shit out of that dude. Assuming she wants to come down. Uh-oh. Oh, good. Where are you, lady? Celeste, we need you here. There you go. That actually did not do a tremendous amount of damage. I thought it would do more than that, but it did not. Oh well.
Oh well, they're dead.
I really like that ability, though, because it keeps her safe. Okay.
And that is, as always, our #1 priority.
Well, yeah, especially since she's currently our mage at the... Oops. Whoa. She's our only mage. Come on, Runic first. Oh, never mind, it won't matter. That Slam Dancer's magic attacks are so powerful this early that getting hit with them is almost guaranteed death. So I try to Runic so they can't do that shit. And yet... Uh-oh. Sabin, don't die on me, buddy. You got this. Please.
We believe in you, Sabin.
Nice block. Also, Shadow just activated his Thief Knife but did not guarantee a steal. That's different.
Maybe there was nothing to steal?
No, you get a different message if that happens, so I was mistaken in the last episode. Oh well, it happens. It may be my favorite game of all time, and I'm more knowledgeable about Final Fantasy VI than anything else, but that doesn't mean I'm infallible. Runic. There we go. Oh.
Like me in Pokemon in that time I told you Cherim evolved?
What?
Cherim.
You'll have to remind me.
A stupid flower Pokemon?
Okay.
You asked if Cherim evolved, and I thought you meant Cherubi.
Oh. Okay. Wow. I only vaguely barely remember that conversation. Come on, Shadow. Frickin' steal shit. Alright, we're near the boss, so Shadow better not... There he is. That's the boss up there. Shadow better not leave us before then. Or I'm gonna make him eat a big bag of dicks. The whole bag, in fact.
And then we're gonna eat his dog.
Ah, I'm amazed he would say something like that.
Hear that, Shadow? We're gonna eat your dog if you leave. So don't make me do it.
I really like the whole steampunk thing because it let the devs put in different stuff that they wouldn't have been able to put in otherwise, like the chainsaw. It would be completely out of place if it was if this was a standard Final Fantasy, you know, back in the medieval whatevers. Okay, here we go. Good day, gentle folks. Can I be of service? I hate fighting, so I better let you pass. And everybody lies. Look at this dude. Look at the Dada Luma. Isn't that awesome?
That guy's made of steroids.
He really is.
He is steroids stretched over skin.
So, we're gonna beat the fuck out of... I wonder if that's showing up on the video. Shadow is blinking because he's, I gave him a... it's called a Shadow Scroll, I think? And basically, if anyone tries to hit him, he, Wow, I have this battle very much in hand. He only starts doing this shit with the potions when he's almost dead. This is ridiculous. And he tries to cast a spell on himself to increase his defense, but we just canceled it with a runic. Jesus. I can't already have this boss beat, can I? Oh no, here's his buddies. Okay. I was gonna say. Wow, Celeste. You're basically pointless here. Is that it? No? Okay. So technically, he's still kinda sorta a challenge. Since he has a lot of hit points. Wow, he is not casting magic at all. There we go, now he's dead. Given what you have to go through to get to him, he is actually really a disappointment. Dadu Luma, or whatever the fuck his name is a disappointment to his entire family.
And he should commit seppuku?
He really should. God damn it! We're getting the fuck out of here. I have no time for you idiots when I'm one step away from the next storyline. There's our naked pink troll doll. Oh,
yay!
Terra? She's scared, you know. Who are you? This girl is your...
you? You a girl?
No.
You a girl?
No. Is Terra alright? You call her Terra. How odd. And freak out! She's so pretty with her hair tousled, tossed like that.
Tussled.
Ah. She is undamaged, but I fear she can't understand you. As for me, I am Ramul. The Esper, Ramul. Esper? But don't Espers live in another world? That doesn't mean we don't live here, too. Espers take a variety of forms. Sometimes we live here, taking the shape of humans. You have nothing to fear from us. See how his line there is in quotes? It's because they didn't have anyone's line planned here unless it's Locke. So when they come to this scene, the devs don't know who's actually speaking, depending on who's in your party. So they just slap some quotes in there. Which I think is...
Everyone is saying it.
Yeah, which I think is weird, because it just feels a little disconcerting that until now, the writing style has been 100% consistent, and all of a sudden you throw some block quotes in there. It's just kind of odd. Why do you hide the fact that you're espers? Humans and espers can't survive together. But grandmother once told me that espers and people once lived side by side. Was that just a fairy tale? That's Locke's specific line. It's slightly different if Locke is in your party. No, that was no fairy tale. That was true. We started out as friends. Then along came the War of the Magi. War of the Magi? It took place long ago. Espers fought humans who were infused with magical power extracted from espers. Fearing our magical powers would once again become a target, we fashioned a new realm and moved there. About 20 years ago, humans stumbled upon it. Humans who knew about espers and the secret to Magitech power. Thus began a hunt for espers. Only in this way could Emperor Gestal create his invincible army. In response to this, we erected a doorway and threw the humans out. Even as we speak, many of my kind are trapped in the Empire's Magitech research facility, being drained of their powers. I fled here to avoid a similar fate. Sabin, our big bear guy, just stands there. Doesn't even bother assisting Edgar and Shadow to put Tara back in the bed.
And they're dragging her.
They are dragging her. That's right. Relax. I sensed that Tara was in trouble. My magic summoned her here. Tara's an Esper? No, she's actually quite different. Tara looks like she's in pain. Her very existence strikes fear into her own heart. How can we help her? When she accepts this aspect of herself, I think she'll be alright. We have to do something. Then free those of my kind imprisoned in Gestal's Magitech research facility. One of them can surely help her. If we find the Magitech research facility, you're sure we'll find your people? Oh, special line from Celeste. Magitech research facility. Your people are... Like a coward, I escaped, leaving the others there. It'll be the end of them. What do you mean? Gestal's methods are incorrect. You can't drain a live Esper of all of its power. It is only when we are reduced to Magicite that our abilities can be transferred in total. Pardon? When we transform into Magicite, our power can be relocated. That's what's left of us when we pass away. That's about the most direct reference to death this game has due to Nintendo's censorship policies. Pass away works in context. I mean, not only is it accurate, but it makes sense that Ramu would say it that way. Although in the Game Boy Advance version, he actually bluntly says when we die. So that is Magicite. Glowing green crystals with red somethings in them. These are my comrades who fell while escaping the Empire, and I will give you my power as well.
Dude just fucking died in front of us.
Yep. Probably committed suicide too, the way he talked.
Can you turn off my mic? I need to shift it again. Sorry.
Are you really gone? Yes, sort of. Except once we check the Magicite, we'll actually get to hear something from him. Why are you doing this? We few can help save many. The war of the Magi must not be repeated. Alright, so now that we've got ourselves our first Magicite, we equip that onto our party members, and when they gain levels, they get stronger, plus they learn magic. We will see that in just a moment. Once the party makes the quickest descent of this stupid tower bullshit in history. The Empire's trying to drain magic from espers.
Is it me, or is that the Ace of Spades tenement building from Resident Evil 6?
Must just be you. This can't be true. Celeste? I don't remember because I was asleep when they augmented me. But I've heard rumors to that effect. That's slight inconsistency because... Well, or, I mean, she might be telling the truth, but she had said earlier that she was a baby when they augmented her. So, she wasn't really asleep, she just can't remember back that far. So, Edgar thinks we should still beef up our defenses in Narsh. So, which is a nice little way that we can get away with not having 6 people in a party. And Shadow's gonna leave because he's a douche. Celeste, says that she's definitely going because she knows the Empire. Loxall, I'll go with you because I made you a promise. And Cyan offers his services, but Shadow's all, there's no need for me to remain with you. Fucking tool. Stop wagging your finger at me. Dick. Alright, let's see. We haven't taken Gao or Cyan for a spin, so we'll bring those two along with us. Please wait for us in Narsh. We'll find our way back safely. So if we need to change party members, we can head back to Narsh here. So we don't know how we're going to get to the Empire because the continent is at the south, but the people of Jidoor can help us. However, that's not going to be our first stop, but I'm going to time skip to our first stop. Oh, this is actually important. Celeste asks why Locke is coming with her.
There are bound to be treasures there.
There are bound to be treasures there.
That's a very goofy line.
It really is. Probably should be there is. But
or just theirs.
Whatever. There's bound to be treasures, right. But whatever. And besides, I've always wanted to look at the Empire. No one believes you, Locke. Alright, so we're going to get out of here, and then we're going to... I'm going to show you how espers work real quick. So...
Oh, did you want to get that one cutscene?
That's the... Yes, that is my plan. Believe it or not, I do have a plan here. So, you can see down there, for example, with Ramu, at level up, stamina goes up 1. The problem with Final Fantasy VI is that magic becomes a little too OP and necessary in the second half of the game. But I still try to use... I still try to cycle my stats to give everyone a little bit of a specialist nature. So here's Celeste. We're going to go with Stray because when she levels up, she'll get magic power +1. That's every level. And if I go to my stat screen here for a second, you can see her current magic power down in the bottom left corner is 46. And in Final Fantasy VI, a high number is like 80 to 100. And yet the maximum is 255. So it's possible to make a character ridiculously OP in one stat, because at level 15 and the maximum level is 99, even if all Celeste had on her was Stray, then by the time she hits level 99, she's going to have 84 more points of magic power, or a total of 130, which is, again, ridiculously high, since high in this game is about 80. Crazy. So that's what we're going to do.
Crazy.
And we are going to go to Jidoor, but we are going to make a quick stop elsewhere, and then we will be there. So I'm going to time skip to... No, I'm not. I'm going to just... Yes, I am. We're going to time skip. We're going to make this long episode. We're going to time skip to back to Colin again, the first town we were at just a bit ago. Hold on, everyone.
We'll be right back.
Alright, so we finally arrived in Kolingen. Now we're going to go to the old man's house on the fringe of town for a quick cutscene, a very important one, however, since Celeste and Locke are both in the party. Your treasure's quite safe. Wahaha! He's apparently doing Kefka's laugh. So we go examine the girl on the bed. I used some herbs to put her into suspended animation. She won't age a day. Waha! That's what you want, right? Had to use my herbs, I did. Or herbs for the Akamura. So we get this deep flashback as Locke speaks to Rachel. You mean those herbs? Herbs actually say... Now I've said it so many times, I can't even keep it straight. Of course. The love of your life will sleep like this forever. Yes, the love of his life. What if there were a way to call her back? If you could call her back, she'd come back. Wahaha, this old man. I sort of want to know his story. Now, he just said if you find something that'll bring her back, whatever. In the Game Boy Advance version, he actually says if you find the legendary treasure, you can bring her back. We can't deal with that until the second half of the game, but whatever. And Locke says that he fails her, or has failed her. And the party files out without any further information. As Celeste takes a closer look at her and sort of feels for Locke. But that's only part one of the cutscene. Part two, a bit longer, a bit more detailed, comes over here. This is Rachel's old house. So we enter Rachel's old house. Locke gets a little weepy. I wasn't able to save her when she needed me. Locke, what are we off to find today? Soon you're not gonna believe what awaits us up here. Come on, it's worth a fortune. Locke, look out! Rachel!
What? I heard my name.
So, she plummets, unfortunately, as Locke stays by her side. She does wake up, but I can't remember anything. Locke literally gets thrown out of the house. And I love that Rachel's dad is just Rachel's dad. They didn't want to bother giving him a name since they would have had to explain who he was anyway, so he's just Rachel's dad. Get out of here. It's your fault she's lost her memory. Wait a minute, she said, yes, we were gonna... Go. I don't know who you are, but ever since you've came here, my parents have been upset. Poor Locke. You'd best leave Rachel alone. She's going to have to make a new start of it. Locke, your being here doesn't help. Without a word, Locke decides that he loves Rachel enough that that's the best move. A year passed. When I returned here, I learned that Rachel had perished in an Imperial attack. Her memory returned just before she passed away. The last thing she uttered was my name. I should never have left her side. I failed her. And this was after he had promised to protect her. That motivation is what drives everything he does, and the reason why he cannot let a lady go after he's promised to protect them. So with that depressing note, we are going to end this episode. Tune in tomorrow for another one where we go to Jiddor and try to find a way south to the Empire on the southern continent. See you next time, guys.
Bye.